Hello, friends. I am sitting here, Jeffree Star's apology video style, to present to you my study on the Bob Duncan Donald Trump Wattpad story. As you may remember, I was going through to get on the meme channel. I was sending Bob Duncan memes because I felt like it, and then the cover art to the story came up, and I'm like, this isn't real. And then I'm like, this is real. I'm like, I have to read this. So 27 chapters later, I did read this, and it's quite a story. And as promised, I'm here to share it with you guys so you don't have to read it, because the description is funny, but the reading is painful. Trust me, I did it. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I read it 3 times. Here we go, reading the synopsis, the very long synopsis I have right in front of me, rapid style, because that gets the kids to do the ha-ha's. Okay. Bob is depressed in his home life with Amy, the Duncans, and another kid Namjoon, who is the younger version of the BTS member. He wakes up one morning, splashed toilet water on his face, and complains that he is alone and depressed. Also, quick note, actually an important note, the toilet water is actually the toilet god John Cena. Keep this in mind. Bob sees a YouTube Trump ad, falls in love with him, texts Trump's leaked number, because apparently the president's number can get leaked, and the two communicate until Trump seemingly ghosts him, only to appear at his house. Amy, Bob's husband, as we all know, sees us, kicks a new couple out, but then John Cena jumps out of a bush and seals Bob, and Trump vows to find his lover. So keep in mind, toilet god John Cena stole Bob's heart right when Trump got it. Okay. Trump and Namjoon seek out and eventually find Bob and John Cena in the park, but Bob rejects Trump once again. Trump summons an angel to get back, but the angel, Castile from the TV show Supernatural, leaves after being insulted. So keep in mind, now we have about 4 mediums, including reality, that are connecting into this story. Okay? But Castile leaves after being insulted. Bob and John are at lunch. Trump confronts Cena, but then Amy Duncan rides in on a horse. Yes, Amy Duncan. It severely injures Trump, and then she and John Cena immediately fall in love and run away. A heartbroken Bob turns to Trump, who is dead now, but Satan brings him back to life. Sometime later, Bob and Trump move in together, but a demon interrupts their happiness to bring Donald to hell. But Sam and Dean Winchester from Supernatural come and save them. After sending Namjoon, who goes on tour and drops off the Duncan family pet dinosaur, Yeet Dino, who only says yee or yeet. Bob adores Yeet Dino, but Trump does not. Trump gets Yeet Dino food, but returns to see Bob and Dino smoking weed, which throws Don to fury, and he throws Yeet down across the road, furious over the Dino incident. Bob throws Don out, and Donald, in an unrelated incident, is taken to hell by Satan. Satan orders Trump in the kitchen to hell. Trump seeks out into a club, only to be kicked out by Mr. Mosby from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, so medium 5. Actually, medium 6, if we're counting religion as a medium. And Satan orders Trump to become a pageant mom. Meanwhile, not only Bob gets more lonely when the members of BTS supposedly take Yeet Dino back. Supposedly. At the end of the pageant, Trump and the naked Dutch painter who is sent from the ceiling, saying get into an argument, and Trump is Thanos snapped away back into life. Which is apparently how that works. However, Trump is snapped to a lonely, depressed Bob and begs his former lover to take him back, but Bob rejects him. With the door in front of him, Trump looks up and sees Yeet Dino, who shoots Trump in the chest, and then Trump is Thanos snapped back to hell again. When Bob mourns Trump's death, he passes out only to find the owner of Yee-Nix, like Yee-Nix, which is comprised of Guy Fieri, Spencer Shea from iCarly, Bob Singer and Crowley from Supernatural, the OG, Pepe the Frog, Ice JJ Fish, and a version of Kanye West named Kanye East, and Shrek surrounding him. So that means if we include reality and religion, that puts us at 6. Spencer gets us at 7. And Shrek, now we have 8 mediums. So we have 8 mediums combined to do this. Bob tries to escape the Order of Neonix, and then they inform Bob they can speak, that he's not part of it, and now they order to kill Namjoon, who's apparently an enemy of Guy Fieri. Kanye East actually kills Namjoon, and Bob is now officially part of the Order of Neonix. The Fine Bros. So yeah, the Fine Bros announced their intention to sue Bob for reacting to Namjoon's death. At this point, the authors gave up, and Anti-Galactamy announced that Bob remained depressed after Trump's death and moves to Argentina to become a cow farmer until his death. And those were only the major plot points. I have them all in front of me. Like here. That's it. And this was the major stuff. I left a ton of stuff out. Like, I left so much out. Those were the major plot points. Now I am going to read my top 10, what is it, 9? Nope, top 10 favorite quotes or passages from this story. And when I say there were so many options to choose from, I really mean it. There's a lot here. Let's begin. As some of you may see, as I mentioned earlier, one of the major themes of this story, probably the most major traceable theme, because we're going to analyze this like we do The Great Gatsby, is Bob Duncan hitting the Quan. Let's see the three out of the 4 snares it comes up. I'll read it to you. Bob hit the Quan as he rushed into the bathroom to get ready. He, being Bob, he couldn't even hit the Quan out of bed like he used to. And lastly, ever since I left the city, Bob said sadly to himself, hitting the Quan, though it looked like he was having trouble with his legs looking wobbly and his arms out. And that is it for the hitting the Quan theme, which I will now analyze very soon. But let us read some other beauties. Little did Bob Duncan know that he was not alone. Donald Trump would save him. I want to see you and your shiny head, Bobbykins, Donald said to Bob, putting his hands on the side of Bob's round stomach. This was at the beginning of a chapter. Warning, some, S-U-M, of dis, D-I-S, chapter, ending with an A, is X, just the letter X, extremely scary, S-C-R-A-Y. Viower, V-I-O-W-E-R, discretion, spelled E-X-C-R-E-T-I-O-N, advised, with no E. These are the people that wrote this masterpiece. I don't know if it's ironic or not. Another quote. Bob low-key knew that Donald could pay if he was there because he got that. I'm not gonna refill this. Let me try this again. Another quote. Bob low-key knew that Donald could pay if he was there because he got that small loan. So this is when Sam and Dean Winchester came out of the blue. And I'll just read this quote as it was expressed. Sam and Dean Winchester, exclamation point 1, exclamation point 1, exclamation point, exclamation point 1. Oh my God, over Aries, exclamation point 1, exclamation point 1, exclamation point 1. They are so hot, exclamation point 1, exclamation point 1, exclamation point 1, exclamation point 1. As in one, as in you didn't press shift on the board. I just appreciate the line, oh my God, over Aries. No, it has to be seen. Can you guys? I really don't want to, like, is this not showing? Whoa, okay, wait, because I really don't know how to. Oh my God, to me it just looks like a big bar of white. That's so weird. Wait, here, let me try. Oh my God, my face. Ew. No, we're going back. Never mind. We don't want to see my face. And then 2 more. The Dutch painter said nothing, only leaped onto the stage next to Donald Trump, who was looking at that D, trying to be faithful to his Bob. That's Pepe. A crying meme frog sat next to the banjo guy. All the kids call him relatable. Yeah. most important themes of this story, sorry, it's just hard to analyze this seriously. Okay. One of the most important themes of the story is hitting the quan, and Bob hits the quan 4 times. 3 times are explicitly said in quotes I previously read. And all these times is when he is dissatisfied with his life and his relationships. The first time, it was at the very beginning of the story when, he's with Amy, he's sick of everyone, he just wants to get away, he's depressed. And the other 3 times were in the post-Donald era, when either Donald was gone or in hell or they were in a fight. And all these happened in the morning, and it's just a very sad energy. And it just kind of shows you, as everyone has coping mechanisms. We all do this thing that we rely back on. But the internet is so far-reaching and really affects and really just is out there to everyone, that you're able to explore new ways to kind of cope with things, good things, bad things, in between things. And in a weird way, the internet, which can be so toxic to our mental health, as we know, as I know, as a story is so toxic just for its existence and is on the internet, but yet there are still good things on the internet. There are still good things out there. We need to not lose the sight that the internet was created for reasons of good, to connect the world, not throw it against each other, not to be a weapon of violence in some cases, as we saw on Twitter on January 6th. It is meant to be for good. And the hitting the quan theme, which Bob discovered through online, YouTube, or whatever, is just showing us and giving us hope as a society in the internet again, that in the end, the purpose is good. By the way, as I'm making this, and it's a bit unrelated, because I get the 2 dances mixed up, Silent Toe, who invented the whip, not hitting the quan, but the whip, just got arrested for murdering his cousin. Completely unrelated. Okay. Yes, we're done with this specific analysis.